all kind of have a way of like not letting each other shine. You go to Atlanta, you go to down south. They all kind of have like this camaraderie thing.
Yes, 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 yes,
Everybody want
yes,
to be the
yes,
queen.
yes.
Everybody want to be the queen.
A lot of people getting familiar through the music. They hear the shit I'm Conway talking. They hear the shit West talking. They hear the shit
I'm
I'm
right
talking.
with the
Some
two
niggas
tablets
straight
busting. He said we live everywhere. We live everywhere.
Man, we gotta get it, man.
Put on for my city cause I love this shit.
You would never see me on no sucker shit. My nigga, I'm from B-Low, upstate New York. Get killed by the same ones you running with. Get smoked like Newports. Fuck what you thought. Safe up in the city, they be done with shit. Oh God, hope you watch out for my brother Ray. Cause I don't wanna hear the news to see my brother dead. Cause he might pull up with 100 guns, 100 clips. Yeah, you would never see me on no sucker shit. My nigga, I'm from B-Low, upstate New York. Get killed by the same ones you running with. Get smoked like Newports. Fuck what you thought. Safe up in the city, they be dumping shit. Oh God, hope you watch out for my brother Ray. Cause I don't wanna hear the news to see my brother dead. Cause we might pull up with 100 guns, 100 clips, yeah.
I got 100 guns, 100 clips, cause I'm from the low. You already know, RP ski no. Everywhere that I go, I'm blowing gas with the bros. Taking trips, cross the border, 350 a bow. Or I might take another, bring it back to the low. Might do another trip just to do me a show. International smuggler, come with the bows. On the water, no boats, still selling the coast. Yeah, I'm from the east side, still bang with the north. I was like 10 when I jumped up the porch. Run up on me, you be really a corpse. Glock 19 and it came with some force. Young nigga shoot for count just like a sport. I ain't never had nobody pass me the torch. I was on the traffic while allowing the sport. Smoking, reminiscing, damn, I really miss Porsche.
Never see me on no sucker shit. My nigga, I'm from B-Low, upstate New York. Get killed by the same ones you running with. Get smoked like Newports. Fuck what you thought. Safe up in the city, they be dumping shit. Oh God, hope you watch out for my brother Ray. Cause I don't wanna hear the news to see my brother dead. Cause we might pull up with 100 guns, 100 clips, yeah.
Watch the ones that you keep close. If you getting bread, better keep it toast. These young niggas lost, so a life lost. A gun or a knife, what the stripes cost. Not a problem starter, so I held the bench. Meaning if I shoot a shot, it was self-defense. Niggas will rock you to sleep, pop with the toolie. Show up as your friend like the mafia movies. Seen stand-up dudes fall to a bullet. Don't matter, glass shatter, who the one to pull it. Scary dudes or bullies who tryna act wild. No joke, get smoked like a black and mild. They playing target practice like a gun range. So many bodies fall, gotta numb the pain. Gotta learn to survive like the Hunger Games. On a Beatle news clip if you want it fame.
See me on no sucker shit. My nigga, I'm from B-Low, upstate New York. Get killed by the same ones you running with. Get smoked like Newports. Fuck what you thought. Safe up in the city, they be dumping shit. Oh God, hope you watch out for my brother Ray. Cause I don't wanna hear the news to see my brother dead. Cause we might pull up with 100 guns, 100 clips, yeah. You would never see me on no sucker shit. My nigga, I'm from B-Low, upstate New York. Get killed by the same ones you running with. Get smoked like Newports. Fuck what you thought. Safe up in the city, they be dumping shit. Oh God, hope you watch out for my brother Ray. Cause I don't wanna hear the news to see my brother dead. Cause we might pull up with 100 guns, 100 clips, yeah.
I mean, I think it's all the same. Upstate New York, New York City, they all kind of have a way of like not letting each other shine.
Yeah, you can unmute it whenever y'all ready.
Yeah,
we can
good.
get
Now we
straight
got the
into it. Man, welcome to the 7 podcast.
Yeah,
How my boys feeling today?
man, we good, man. We
What
good,
up,
man.
what up, man?
Yeah.
Great vibes,
That's
great
a fact.
energy.
That's a fact.
Let's introduce everybody, man. I'm Cap 716, aka King of the Witty Raps.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I'm the general, man. Salute me, and I don't salute you back.
That's a fact. Salute. Johnny Armani, the real Johnny Armani. You already know what's popping, man.
Yeah, we got a special guest with us tonight too, y'all.
It's a CG and a place to be.
All right.
Salute to the homie CG.
Salute for sure, man. Welcome to the 716 Man podcast. Welcome to 716 Live. I think this is a big day today. Ain't no think. This is definitely a big day today. Let's make a, toast to that. I don't know if you got a cup up in the cut. We know we drinking whatever you drinking. We gonna toast to that.
No question.
716 Man Live. 716 Live.
Grass, by the way, it felt great to be. In case the fans don't know that this ain't my first time. I've been in I've been in this platform.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I've been this because 716 Live has been supporting me since during the mid 2010s.
Okay.
This was like 6 years ago.
That's what's up.
Because around the time I put my first tape, and then I haven't been, by the time I started got a little bit pop wise, I haven't been kind of like a sport of them for quite a
Yeah, sorry about that, y'all. Technical difficulties.
We back.
My boy put on the glasses early though. Like, come on, General. He put out the glasses early. He said it's prime time. I guess,
man. Yeah. In case y'all know what this represent, man, this is our support from 716 Men Live Podcast for Coach Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the Colorado Buffaloes. You know what I mean? They got the last name. It's only right for us to rep it anyway, though.
Yeah, it's a fact.
We from Buffalo. They the Buffaloes.
Yeah. I mean, everybody putting up their watches. We put up the watch too if you want to, but we put out the shades because my boy got the shades. He got his little shade line that he promoting right now. So, just showing support. That's what we about. That's what this podcast was about to start with. So
what y'all think? Y'all want to get into that game? I mean,
we on the topic or not?
Yeah, shit. So Colorado had a game today. Salute to Coach Prime, the whole team.
Mm-hmm.
Them boys took an L, but what I respect about it was what they lost, I think 48-41. They had a mean comeback in the second half. I think they was down like 34-7. They ended up outscoring them boys in the second half or whatever. The defense stepped up though, but
yeah.
I don't know if you watch the game, that last one of the last drives, it reminded me of the Super Bowl with Donovan McNabb when they said he was throwing up on the field like they couldn't get the plays called quick enough. Because it seemed like that last drive, they could have got their shit off. Them boys could have won that game though, but
that's a fact.
They're gonna be coming though. So I want to know what y'all think about just the movement with them boys of the game today and all that. Like, how y'all feel about that?
I love them boys. Like, they heart, they spirit. Like, you can tell they get it right from Leon Sandcastle, aka Deion Sanders, aka Prime. You know what I mean? Like, he the real deal. Like his light shine bright. Like, and people take it as like him being like real cocky, but I think his light shine bright for everybody that's around him. You know what I mean? When you got a bright light like that, like, he vocal and he might be flamboyant, but at the same time, he real caring and giving. It's like the sun, you know what I mean? It could burn you get too close, but it still provides you with nutrients and stuff to feed off of. So I don't probably went off topic, but my whole point is I mess with them boys because I mess with Deion. Like, I feel what he doing. So win, lose, or draw, like, he already won because you could see the difference. Like, look what we talking about Colorado. We ain't talked about Colorado, and I probably was like a shorty like last time I heard about Colorado. So, you know what I mean? Salute to them boys, man.
That's a fact. You watch sports, my boy?
Time to time. Like, time to time. Like, even though I played at the sports when I was during the kids, but I was I'm not a huge athletic.
I say that. Coach Prime is Prime. I feel like they had a good game. What I want to say. What messed them up was at the end, though, like you said, they didn't have no timeouts, and then the time management. Like, they could have made a lot of smarter plays. They called a lot of running plays. That was, the commentator was saying it the whole time, like, oh no, like every time they were running play, like they were working those, getting them down the field. It got them, those points that got them to where they was at. But at the same time, it wasted all that time. So once they got the ball back, it was over. We already seen that. Everybody already knew the game was over. So
Yeah, y'all see the press conference afterwards with Coach Prime?
nah,
He
I
said-
ain't see that.
He said, man, if y'all don't see from what we just did, like that we come in, like you just got to be a pure hater if y'all don't see what's going on over here. Like,
Yeah.
he's so confident, and I love that because it's like the recruiting, everybody going to go there next year. Like all of the top recruits, it's about to be a wave. Like it's about to change up now. Like all of them big power schools,
You already
they
see it
gonna- they gonna
happening.
follow Coach Prime now.
You see it happening this year, period. Just like all the top name schools like Clemson and Bama and shit. Even Georgia almost just lost. You feel me? Georgia almost just took an L. They've been damn near taking L's every week. But it's like you see how the tides are shifting or whatever. It's turning into like the Pac-12 or like these like underdog schools that's just popping out of nowhere. It's pretty much the Pac-12 though, if you look at it.
Right.
It's everybody out west. But it is what it is. You know?
Yeah, it's good. They're letting the kids eat. You know what I mean? Like that NIL is a beautiful thing. Like I know people don't like change, but if you could eat, if you're an employer, then the employee should be able to eat.
That's
Like,
for the better.
It's all balanced like right now, and it's shaking stuff up. That's why I think
Yeah.
Colorado Buffaloes is like successful because he was able to flip a whole team in 1 year. He wouldn't have been able to do that like years ago. But now with the freedom and the fluidity, it's a beautiful thing. Like I love it.
Even if they lose every game from now on, they won more games than last year.
Already.
You feel me? Like you feel me? So it is what it is. You know.
They win one more. They was only projected to win 3 this year. So
Yeah.
3-2. I think they're going. Now let me ask y'all this: y'all think they're gonna make a bowl game? I think they're gonna still make a bowl
Yeah,
game.
they do. They are. I mean, they is.
Yeah.
So however you want to put it, they definitely is.
That's a win for them too, though. If they
Yeah.
do.
We can change the tempo though. You feel me? I see my boy. What we got here?
In the bill, what you got over here?
CG in the building.
Well, in case y'all noticed that, a couple months ago, I just put out the I had 2 projects I just put out. Downtown Raphael is my solo. Downtown Raphael is my solo record I put out as a production album, and then and another one I put out is I produced the whole album with Genesis.
Okay,
let's get into that because I'm about to say that's where I connected with you at though at the MIA festival.
Yeah.
So Genesis was performing. Salute to Genesis too. He had a crazy, his set was crazy. And he got lyrics. He definitely be spitting. So you know what I mean? CG and him was on stage. I went and copped the CD. Actually, I brought it to the podcast that day. So I came to the podcast. I had the CD from Genesis. I was saluting him, saluting you, and then I chopped it up with you. But you were saying that you did that whole project. So yeah, get into what I'm saying, what you got going on.
So 3 years ago, the last project we put out is the Prophets of Video Games, and Prophets of Video Games. I produced the whole joint too. So me, Genesis, let's go further back. So me and Genesis met like at the time, he was working at the mall, and I was spending a lot of time. And this is during when the flea market was operated at that time, and I was
Shout out to the flea market.
Shout out
man.
to
Shout out to
flea.
every flea market. Man. Right.
Man,
I turned that joint to the Walmart.
Yeah, I know. I don't.
Walmart. That is a fact. I didn't even think about.
Yeah,
that.
I really don't fuck with Walmart too.
Oh yeah, see, hey, I got a different reason why I got to salute to that.
Right.
Yeah.
See, I done went through some records.
It's on my phone. It's on my phone. It's on my phone.
I can't even get into. I got some shit I can't even get into. But
Don't want to lose no sponsors. Tell them offline. Tell them offline.
I gotta slap you up for that one, though,
because I know
I don't fuck with them. I'm a fan of them off the rip.
because even though I'm trying not to set up, but that I spent a lot of time over there, and then being around the area. It took me a lot of the trips, a lot of cultures, a lot of witty trips to get to there, and then I just don't be there too often. So I spent a lot of time over there, and then he was at the he saw me a couple times. We have a cross path, and then by the time I started coming around the scene and be surrounded a lot of artists, and then he kind of said, because this is during when he's part of this group called Fall Below, which is an R&B group, because not only he raps, he sings. And we around like 2016, I started come across 2016, 2017, the same time I started meeting up with my partner Frigid, we're forming Green Giant, and then me and Genesis was starting like connect at the same time too. And we had a few songs, and then we started the first project called Prophecy Video Games. And then we was like a couple years ago, and then we put that project out. Actually, this October, it's about to be like 3 years. And then we start and then following that, we start the part of the 90s immediately shortly after that. This is around the pandemic was happening, and then we spent about 2 years. I spent about 2 years in making 2 years and a half making put this project together, because this is around the time that he was dealing with his health issues and around the time, and also this album, and also this album was kind of like went through a lot, like of course there was the pandemic, then it was the top shooting that was happening because of because that's his he comes from around the area.
Word.
And he comes from that area.
That's my hood. That's my block. I used to be right on Landon.
And then
I used to be on Landon every day. Damn.
Yeah, then
I was in the halfway house around there, so I remember having to
Damn.
catch it.
Damn. Okay.
Because the bus right around where that Tops was at and shit. So
Hey,
go back a minute though. So.
And you know what's crazy? I was around that area day before.
Yeah.
And because I had some listening party I had to be, and then the next day it was all over the news.
Mm-hmm.
It was a week before my birthday. It was around my birthday. It was around my birthday month.
Facebook users, shout out to 716 Man Podcast. Salute.
Yeah, man.
Whoever the users are, you already know what I say. Y'all know my slogan. I'm a user too.
Yeah, we are users. Yeah.
So that was during that time, and then and of course the winter, the blizzard disaster was happening.
Yeah, that shit was fucked. That shit was fucked.
This was during all this was kind of held up, but and then all it was kind of held up while this was the making, and then we were supposed to put out last year because things got to get mixed and things got to get mastered, and then also I was working on another project with this guy Deuce Ellis, which I'm gonna talk about that because I just dropped like 2 singles.
Shout out to Deuce Ellis.
Talk about it.
So,
you got a lot of shit going on. So yeah, this what you up here.
Oh yeah.
Talk your shit.
And then also, and in case y'all know, and so I'm proud of that. I get a lot of response with the Pride of the 90s. This is around the time I put out the Downtown Raphael, which is like my solo.
So who's on Downtown Raphael? Because I know you do the producing. So who's the artist?
So of course I got like my team Bar Association. Bar stands for Beats, Arts, and Rhythm.
Okay.
And then
I see it right here.
And then I got I got the league, and then I got the Busul Intellectuals. I got Cap Johnson. I got Mona Visa, which that's Michelle Visa and Juicy Monet.
Yeah.
Salute to them. And then I got Jay Skis, salute to him and the whole drum work.
My man doing moves. He making moves, bro.
Yeah,
he making moves.
Right.
I'm hearing the names.
I ain't the smartest man in the world, CG, but you ain't getting this one over on me. You're doing big things, brother.
He said Buffalo 716.
We cutting him off, man. Go ahead, man.
Then I got Shogun Wiz, Dane Dada, and then Ali Kali, and then Akil Ali, and I got of course some of my crew, Mike Cassell, Mizark, and the salsa artists on the album, and of course Deuce Ellis on there. And also I had this French rapper named I think it's now is NEUX.
Okay.
Yeah, he's on the record with Jay Skis, and of course I got this guy from Rochester, Barbaric Everest.
Yeah.
And I hope I didn't leave anybody. But yeah, that's
Let me ask you about that French rapper. Like do we got a noticeable accent like when he rap? Like, what's the thing with that?
Like he yeah, he had a different okay, when he rhyming on my beat, it's like a he sent me the translator to that, but once y'all listen
he's
to
rapping
it
in French.
yeah.
Oh,
Where you from?
He's from like he's from Italy, around Europe.
Okay, he's from Europe.
Because that record was came together. This is like around. So last year I produced the J Ski record, Get Some Grain, which features Lord and then Conway.
Yeah.
Come on.
And shout out Jay Skis. If y'all don't know Jay Skis, make sure y'all go tap in.
And then
You already.
And then they was on tour internationally, and they come and then I was in New York City around that time where the record came out, because I was there for the SOBs for the Phife Dawg album tribute release.
Yeah, I remember seeing. I think I seen some footage of y'all there.
Yeah. So then this is around the time that Conway put out the Shady album last year, and he was on a tour, and then so that's how that and he I think when his man who was also from there, he's now in New York City, he come across me and then he FaceTimed me, and then there's a clip that where Skis, when the guy that was on the guy on the record, he's on the they sent me the video. They sent me the video. That was tapping in worldwide, and then that's how. And then he curated the Island Shows to Be that he curated, because initially that song was not meant to be for the album, because Downtown Raphael wasn't exist, but that was something, because at the time I was working on the album with Deuce Ellis, and that at the time, and then once those two albums was kind of like on the delay, and then I started working on my Downtown Raphael.
Okay, and then, I want to just salute, not to cut you, bro. Shouting out people that's on the check-in. I see Black Ace said respect. Salute to Black Ace. My boy Lean, we interviewed Lean a few episodes back.
Shout out Lean.
What up,
Shout out
Lean?
Lean on the beat, man. We at the station right now, man. You see what we doing, man. We building that tunnel. So you know what we talking about. You know what I mean? Salute, bro.
Oh, always.
Yeah. So let's talk about Downtown Raphael. Like, is that like an alias of yours, or like what does the name mean?
I think the name Downtown Raphael is that, like, that a couple years ago, my last project I put out, Cetiology, and I was in the middle of working that, and then I was like posting pictures of when Raphael was like do some really random shit, and then he
Who's Raphael, bro? Like,
Ninja Turtle.
okay.
Raphael.
The Ninja Turtle Raphael. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. See the cover, like
Yeah, put it to the camera over here. Camera over there.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I thought you had a face mask on. I thought it was a face mask. Nah, that's like a Ninja Turtle. Got you.
Yeah. It's all drew by my guy Sub Sketcher, like represent Kenya.
Okay.
Yeah. So down to Raphael, I was so I have no plans to do another album at all, because at the time, after Cetiology, because I thought it was gonna be my last, and then because I was really like concentrating, because that's at the time that like I was building my team. I was producing for the Griselda, like this is right after I did the Broward Jones for Westside Gun, and I did the soundtrack for the.
See, now you got to slow down. We got to get into them stories.
Now
how you got linked? How did that whole shit start? Like you even linking You know, first of all, big shout out to Griselda. They did a lot Fire City, Fires them putting on and shining a spotlight on our city with the whole hip hop scene.
Yeah, big salutes, big salutes.
You know, how did you get, affiliated or connected? You know,
that's go way far back, like 2014. Because this is, I step foot. Right the time I step foot in the scene, and then I think like when I was starting, get my beats out, because I was already making beats like around because this October is about to be 14 years since I made my first beat, and I was already making beats. Like I think I got my software and machines, but I didn't start doing publicly until 2014, and then around late, because this is when West put out the part 3 where Hermes, and then I met Derringer first because he was DJing at the time, and then I saw him a couple of times. This and then I didn't know. I realized I didn't even know he made beats. And then at the time, and then I went to some club out in downtown. That's where they had the listening joint, and that's where I met Wes. And then he brought Skyzoo in, because that's where that Rolex video. I know what you're
talking about. I saw that joint.
And then this is before the next joint that they did. This is off of Skyzoo's next album. And then at the time, and then I met Skyzoo over there. And that was the first that I met Conway, because he was already healed up from the what happened.
This is way back when he first. You talking about when he first got shot, or you talking about
this after he got shot?
Okay.
You talking about the stuff now, because I see he be in a wheelchair.
No. I'm talking about this is 9-8 years ago.
Oh, okay. The face shooting, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you talk,
I met him after that, right? Yeah. And then I saw Benny around that time, and then I didn't meet him till a little bit later, and then so I was already, I was poaching. Do beats with them, but at the time I wasn't really I wasn't really that known at the first, so I had to get my and also I didn't have a beat machine at the time until 2016, so I had to, so once I started the so I kept supporting them. I kept I always bump head with Conway and then Derringer, because this is when they was cooking a lot of heat during the 2015 to 2017. This is before Shady. Okay. Yeah, this is before. So I haven't seen West a lot, because this is when he was in Atlanta, and sometimes with Benny. So I was already kind of showing a lot of love mutually, and then by the time that they was signing with Shady, and then Benny joined with Griselda, and that's how I was there with with the sold out shows, and then the pop ups, then I record the album at the DJ Shay studio, and then studio. This is pre Tenant Talk 3, and
it's a piece of shit.
And then this is and then by the time, and then after I dropped my first album, and then the Green Giant, that's when the placement started kicking in, and then and then once West started opening doors for a lot of other producers, and then around 2019, that's when the Broadway Joes was the start, and because was the beginning was the start of that.
Broadway Joes, I take it back. No, we did the joint at Broadway Joes. Matter of fact, that was the last joint I remember doing. Remember Benny and all them performed at that joint too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Broadway Joes.
That was shout out to my boy C's. That was the Fire Flame Spitter card. That go back to I want to say 2011 or some shit.
Yeah, man. I used to want to get in there. I used to want to get in the Broadway Joes, make you feel exclusive. You get the Broadway Joes gig damn.
It's like everybody was up in that bitch that night.
Yeah.
But I got a question. I want to ask, because I think this is for all of us too. Because you done dropped mad different names of different artists you done work with.
Yeah, my main is just name dropping. Shot fire, boom, 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 boom.
I mean, I'm gonna leave names out from all the names you said. So I want to know, because we rap too. So you got Cap, General, Johnny Armani right here. Like, so what for us and for other artists, if they wanted to link with you, chop it up to figure out how to tap in with you to get some beats or work on something, what's the requirements or what gotta happen? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, the people don't even know that, like, I do 10, 20 beats a day. And I do 10, 20 beats a day. Like every
sound effect, that's that.
Yeah, I do 10, I do 10, 20 beats or even 30, even 30 a day. Cause I've always like cause like cause I had some like couple like earlier this week I just did 20. Cause I just like cause
it's paying off though.
Yeah, cause that's how that like And the thing is that when I finish that, I don't listen to beat until like another day, until like another 24 hours. I need my brain to West.
Okay.
And then as far as like
factory reset.
Yeah, because as far as like that's happened with me, they had to like I had to send it a pack, to tell to see what can the choose, because like I don't do no one beat or two or one or two beat because these artists
some DJ drama mixtape.
Yeah, he like
because these artists is picky.
You locked in.
Because these artists is picky as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
They picky as hell. Like, and then
you like BJ's or Sam's Club, man, with your beats, man. You getting the package deal.
Yeah.
You're not getting nothing small, and you ain't getting no bag. You'll get a box to carry that shit out.
Reason why they don't know the small, because they notice that they want more. They want to hear more, and then they can choose.
No, that's smart anyway. Though.
Because I couldn't choose, so I've always had to like, and also I used to do like one or two beats. It depends how busy or my time is. Like that's why I had to load up like that's why I mostly every day, like when I'm not on machine, I'm always in my room and like I'm go through like what the pack said I can listen to. I download it and then. So when I'm in the mood, and then I just lock in. And then
if y'all listening, tap in with CG. Yeah. I know I'm gonna do it myself. I'll probably speak for all of us. I know we're gonna tap in with him. You know what I'm saying? Off the air. So we talking about this shit on air, but off the air, we're gonna figure out we need one of them beat packages, man.
Yeah,
I want to have our name up in there with all them other names of the greats that you've been working with. So salute to you though, bro.
And then recently I just did the just recently that I just did the challenge.
What challenge?
The beat sending the beat sending challenge, the Westside Gun.
Okay.
Because I was with him last week. I was with him last month during the drummer fest.
Oh yeah, so while we here, we gotta send out the plug. Last week we had my boy Block, the Block. Out of Island Welland, shout out to the Block.
Shout out,
my man said get him to WrestleMania. He told us when we get our chance to shoot the shop, your Westside Gun, we trying to get the Block, the Westside. You feel me? Get him to WrestleMania this year. You heard?
Tables, ladders, and chairs.
Hashtag the Block, the WrestleMania.
I'm gonna give them a WrestleMania match for the biggest hip hop fans. Like
for real, man.
I knew it was Westside Gun. And the Block came on our podcast last week. He tried to shut that whole shit down. He the biggest hip hop wrestling fan.
Not even debatable.
So it's like
not even debatable.
I done seen some Westside Gun shows where he had them wrestling on stage, all that crazy shit. So I think it'd be dope if them niggas got their own match.
So what I'm gonna say is
against the Block, man.
My man's he walk around with his belt every day. When I say every day, my man rocking his belt every day. Like he true to his shit. He the king. He the champ.
That's a fact.
He rocking his belt every day. At Walmart, he got his belt on. You feel me? Like,
come on,
you
man.
feel me?
You're Nacho Man.
You heard? We just gonna leave it at that.
Cheesy. Get that cheesy shit out of here.
Nacho Man. It was funny, but it ain't really funny. But it is funny though. But
fuck Walmart.
The flea market and shit. And the Walmart shit for me, like, cause anybody who already knew me know I was working there. When I came home, I started working at Walmart. I was unloading truck. Mm-hmm. I got promoted like 3 times.
Tony gave you 2 sweaters?
Tony gave me 2 sweaters. Who's that? Mike Epps. Yeah, shout out to the Mike Epps shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, But I got my third promotion, and then I lost my job behind some old bullshit with my background, and that kind of propelled everything that's going on now for me. So the reason I'm like my journey, my own personal journey, why we sitting right here for me, it came from after that happened. I started doing way more shit with the music. So in that time frame, I dropped like 9 albums in that 4 or 5 year time frame. So that all led to this, which led to the podcast, which led, you know what I'm saying? So my connections through the music came from, it's like making lemonade out of your lemons. You know what I'm saying? Something bad happened to me that was effed up, and shit got taken care of in a different way, in a positive way too for me. So I can't really talk about it for legal reasons, but either way though, so when I think about that shit, when you said the flea market and the Walmart, that's my memories with that shit. You know what I mean? Like the fucked up shit.
Well, at least you have to gotta do is you gotta do to get yourself back on your feet.
Yeah, I use it for motivation. It was just motivation. And I'm thinking about you talking about 20 beats a day, and you know what I'm saying? I'm watching Johnny Armani doing performance after performance, and you know what I'm saying, just seeing people just keep working. So it's like whatever get us inspired, whatever we got to do to, you know, keep the ball rolling.
Man, I just like, you know, because you know my daily time is like, you know, now that I do 20 beats a day, also I collect too, because I collect too, because you know, I don't know, y'all follow me, is that I collect, like, you know, because you know, I'm a media collector.
Okay.
Because you know, you know, I collect records, and I collect like video games. You know, that.
Okay.
Yeah, because you know, yeah, I'm a video game advocate.
Okay.
It's like with this you know, this at the time that when Griselda had the, like, you know, the wrestling shit, and then you got the Wu-Tang with the martial arts.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to now with me with the music and stuff, and then I put it with this pop culture, and then like the video game.
It's like combining two different brands though. Like, it's kind of dope though. It's like it bring attention to both.
Yeah, and I'm always at the, and also my partner, my Green Giant partner, who Bridget, who this is the album I produced, the Green Giant too.
Come on, man.
All right.
Yep. Yep, the Green Giant too.
Green Giant too. Make sure I go. Where can they check that out at?
Go on Bridget music page. There's all platform, and you go to Green Giant 2 and the Green Giant 1, which is we just put out the all platform last year. Okay. Green Giant 1, we recorded it at the DJ Shades studio.
Okay.
Yeah, we did the whole album out of the first album at the studio.
So who the artist that's on that one?
It's me. I produced the whole joint, and Bridget Giant.
Bridget Giant.
Who also goes by Kevin Delgado. That's his real name. And like he draws, and he does comic books too.
Okay.
And then so like he so like, yeah, so Green so I've always go to these Comic Cons, and I just went back to the Nickel City Con that's on downtown a couple months back. You know, that is always like you know, people, you know, like folks dressing up, and you know, a lot of like tenders, vendors come together and you know, show up their art, and then I want to support you know, support over there, and then sometimes they have celebrities that from the pop culture that come into town, signing autographs, finding the pictures. Like I met the Power Rangers, some of the Power Rangers actors.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Yep, and then so I'm always that's what this bar association kind of represents. That's what this bar association kind of represents. The lifestyle that I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So far as hip hop, the whole hip hop scene, independent or in the industry, because you kind of seem like you tapped in with both sides of it. What do you think is the pros and cons to that? Like, what's the good part about being independent or just being in the hip hop scene in general? What's some of your good moments that you got with this, and what's some negative shit that you think people got to learn about this shit?
Oh man, Well, they gotta see what the longevity of they gotta see what this longevity is with this shit, because just because that like, you know, you saw something that everybody do, they can't see who was there, who's your inspired, and then especially, you know, we're in this 50 years and then and in the hip hop, and then they gotta learn who started this, because they gotta learn because learn who did this in the beginning and who did this like and now, and reason why for me, because I done witnessed this shit since like the 90s, and I was born in the beginning of the decade. This is back from this is like during the height when this is during the height when like when hip hop was just about to be like taking the next level, you
like
know,
Pac and Big era,
but before that.
Okay.
Well, I did grew up around it. This is back when like the radio, and then still going through the full cassette stuff, and then watching music videos that I done witnessed in that, and then witness to that. But then if artists that wants to get in this shit, like they gotta do their research and do their and then whether you want to rhyme or whether you want to sing or whether you want to produce or DJ, because originally I want to be a DJ before I want to be producing.
Okay.
And then producing, so they gotta like, you know, and also they gotta plan. And also, and far as that, they gotta plan this shit like ahead of time, or take time, because take time, like, you know, just have your own team, and then or set up or just build up just build relationships with the and support the artists, because you know, and then and this platform knows or don't even know that I done did the times I started this, you know, and then, you know, I did like, I support everybody around the city, because I did you know, I've been to a lot of the shows, I've been to a lot of the events. You know, this is back when a lot of the, like, you know, everything was all booked up and during the weekends, and we had a lot of venues at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, probably like during or after the pandemic, like I haven't been out there too often, so I started, like, you know, I supported around you know, the scene in Buffalo, and then by the time that, like, you know, I started supporting the scene in New York City, that's when I spent a lot of time over there too. You know, that's when I go to shows over there. I meet some of them legends out there, and then you know, I met like Primo, I met Pete Rock, and then
shout out to the 5 boroughs,
and then, you know, like, you know, a whole bunch of legends out there.
Yeah, speaking on that, man, I hope everybody's safe out there.
Yeah,
in New York City right now. I know they're going through a tragedy.
Yeah. And we're gonna have to get back into some of our shit too, though, because PG going like OJ be going on. It is what it is. you got some dope ass stories though, so there's no knock on it.
Yeah,
but we gotta still keep our shit. You know what I mean? Like we gotta pass the baton a little bit though, so we get our shit. You know what I'm saying? Get our shit on. Get into the sports, music, all the shit that we definitely. Man, it's a pleasure for us to have you here, man. And here, we want. I know we're gonna chop it up with you off the air, even probably, you know, be on a whole nother level to, you know what I'm saying, gain some knowledge and for some networking, you know what I'm saying, possibilities.
Oh yeah,
that's a fact. We definitely got an album that we working on. You know, we was talking about. We got about, you know, we got one song for sure. Make sure y'all go tap in. Johnny Armani, Cap 716, Murs, joint called B-Lo New York. BLO New York. Make sure y'all go tap in. Yeah. That is the theme song of this podcast here, the 716 Man Podcast.
Yes,
you know, what you want to talk about?
Fire.
Yeah, what y'all want to get into, man?
What you got in here, General? You the topic man, Mr. Topic Man over here. He stay flooding the joint with the topic.
We got CG in the house, so this will be a good topic. I mean, I don't know if y'all aware, but Special Ed, the old dog, the MC. Creme de la creme, or however you say that, like one of the icons, man. Like he done got is so stuck. He stuck in some doo doo. Just put it like that. With the West Coast, because he was on Drink Champs, and Nori played a game where he asked you, questions about like two different artists, whatever. Like you take the Brad over Eve, so he got to the Wu-Tang versus NWA. So I'm guessing y'all must not know about this.
Speak on it.
But anyway, Special Ed basically was like, I'm taking Wu-Tang, because they for the kids. And Ujai was playing around, but I think he really just took Wu-Tang anyway. But then he went in on NWA. He was like, man, I can't mess with NWA because like they basically introduced like the destruction of hip hop, because of the type of music or whatever. And he broke down he real articulate. So the doodle he stepped in wasn't what he said. It was that he singled out one artist or a group of artists that they talking about their environment. Like you talking about, basically your beef should be like at the radio execs or the people who pushed his music. But you shooting at artists. Like when you say, you got to see what he said and how he said it. But I know what he meant, but he said it's stupid. And that's why right now, like the West Coast was on his ass. Like, yeah, they was putting pressure on Special Ed, man. It was like crazy too. But so I'm just like asking you, CG, like you done been around for a minute. You've been doing this. Like, what's your take on like really just him saying that about that group, like that they brought the destruction of hip hop?
Man, I mean, that was fucked up about with the way to say that, because every time when the episode that they always aired out was that they always had to go public with them. I mean, I really had no point because I didn't. When I grew up, I didn't listen a lot of West Coast music. I didn't listen a lot of West Coast music. When I grew up. I didn't know the difference. At the time, and then I don't know how I agree with it because I had to watch it, but then I seen the posts. I seen a lot of the like posts and videos and clips. I'm like, damn, they really take on this shit. It's like too far with this. It's just an opinion. It's just an opinion. Like hopefully that better clear. Gotta go online and dress this whole thing. Dress his whole thing to to the world, and then he'll just make it the whole thing like dissolve. That's exactly that he got to do.
That's a fact.
Word. That's yep.
But like I was saying though, nowadays everybody gonna feel how they want to feel, and then people just gonna post it regardless if it's the truth or what feels right, what make them feel good. Because everybody want to defend, especially with the West Coast. They real defensive. Regardless if it's right or wrong, they just get real defensive on whatever it is, which I respect to an extent. Because like you feel me, you gotta defend your own, protect your people, right or wrong. Because that's how I am with my family and my people that I love too. But at the same time, everybody just gonna create a narrative. And sometimes, like what you said, Cap, on the last show, is like the lie is better than the truth. Don't nobody want to hear the truth, really. They just want to hear the lie because it sounds better.
Well, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm mad bro picked that topic right now. I didn't want to get into that topic.
Yeah.
So I ain't like the topic, so I just want to start some controversy. I don't like when we all get along. I don't like when we all agree on stuff. And I feel like for the whole show, we always agreeing, so I be wanting to shake shit up. So I just don't like the topic you picked. I don't know why. I just don't. I just want to switch it up.
That's all good, man. It's all good, man.
But on some real shit though, not that it's a bad topic. I don't know if everybody in tune with Special Ed like that. So, but I don't know if y'all seen about the shit with the Tupac case where they were saying that Keefy D, you know what I'm saying, they supposed to locked up Keefy D or some shit. Like they just arrested Keefy D behind the killing the Tupac.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that been kind of a thing. You know what I'm saying?
It's been heavy. It's been heavy all the whole. It's been heavy on the internet all day.
We ain't did the dude that just went out there and dry snitched on himself anyway in the
That's what
podcast.
he was basically doing.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
He
like,
was doing a bunch of interviews.
I mean, he was begging for it at this point.
They saying Diddy might get caught up behind that shit because you know they were saying like he might have put
Yeah.
the hit out on Pop.
You
And
know,
that's why
might
he's
have.
trying to change his name to Love. And see, I want to get into the shit like that might
Like,
hit
it's certain stuff.
everybody.
it's-
Everybody know about Tupac.
So listen,
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
you know how it be like when somebody gets shot in the hood.
Mhm.
Everybody in the hood know what happened.
Yeah.
They know who did it, when they did it, how they did it. It be the cops. We basically like the cops, the spectators, like trying to figure it out.
Mhm.
Where we already fucking know
Yeah.
what happened and
Right.
who did what. We already know, but we just, well, I guess, still speculating.
Especially they go on the platforms like Live TV or Art the Dialogues.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. I just said this yesterday that like they love the snatching snatching niggas for the for somebody who did the platinum Vlad TV and or Art the Dialogues, and then because I've been seeing the name.
So that's a question. Do Vlad purposely jam people up, or are people going on there just being on some dumb shit, telling on themselves?
Nah, it's the new trend. Everybody trying to be too real. That's the whole thing. It's like everybody sacrifice, especially with the music, we sacrifice talent over real.
Mhm.
So as long as you being real,
Mhm.
that's all that matters. You can incriminate yourself today, put yourself behind bars for life. Who cares? He was the realest. Like that's really what it is.
That's that Dave
And he's
Chappelle
the
shit when
realest.
keeping it real goes
So
wrong.
then when it goes wrong, they try to use the talent and say, no, I was just being creative. No,
Right.
I was just no, that's not the case.
Yeah.
Where you probably got dudes like us, like we probably got a pass or what we may have done, but currently this is not what we're doing. We're
Right.
just really being creative on these songs. Like we really talented
Right.
at this, you feel me? But at the same time, we probably won't get the same push as this dude who's being real.
Willing to do anything.
Who's being real though, you know? He
Right.
might really be out here, bow, 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 whatever you want to say.
Right.
And then they gonna respect that over us, basically, because why? He's really a shooter.
Mhm.
Why? He's really a scammer. Why? This, that. Not saying that we not,
Mhm.
but that's what they're gonna respect over the talent. I
Right.
done seen it all day. You feel me? No disrespect to a lot of these artists that's out, but what helps them is consistency, and then the fact that they just, I guess being real.
That's a great point.
It's like when Plies came. I think I'm not saying that Plies the thing, but Plies was the main one. I used to hate Plies, even though shout out Plies. I respect him as a man or whatever. But his music in the beginning, I was real biased too as a little nigga, whatever. But I'm like, bro, I can't respect this. This is not really talented music.
Right.
Like, you feel me? Now, what he talking about is real stuff.
Yeah,
I
he
be
talking
riding
real
your bushes. Like, you feel me? I already know, like, how this shit go.
Shout out to Plies,
Shout out to
And he funny
Plies.
as shit too.
But then once they broke it down, like, oh, it ain't his real truth. It's his brother's story and this, that. Like, all right, whatever. But at the same time, why did everybody respect him? Because I'm the realest.
Right. I'm about to say that's almost similar to Nas though, because Nas said he basically write from the perspective of what he saw going around in the hood, and then his brother was more known as like
The street
what I'm
dude.
saying?
Yeah.
But Nas he probably was with the shit too, but because he just grew up around it.
But
he
Nas-
just told a story. He was like a narrator.
Nas
Like a
wasn't
movie
out there
narrator.
saying he the realest. Nas
No,
was
you right about that.
Nas
He
was
ain't
more
not going
poetic
around.
with his
Yeah,
music.
you right about that.
Plies was just straight gunplay, goon talk.
Right, but then I
You
take me
feel
back
me?
to this. Then my only, and I'm only rebuttaling stuff because for the sake of the podcast, I like to disagree. Sometimes.
Yeah, we gotta talk
Even
about
if
it.
I agree with you,
We
I
gotta
gotta
talk.
disagree just for the sake of the podcast. It's more entertaining when we don't get along.
Yeah.
So I respect that part, but
That's
my
a fact.
rebuttal, my devil's advocate point would be this: DMX went on Drink Champs and he was like, the reason he don't really go at different artists no more because he see all of the families that they take care of by one of them making it. So basically, like even with the Ply shit or whoever, whether it's fake, real, dumb, smart, the fact that when one person make it, they might be taking care of 10, 12 other families. I remember
Yeah.
Meek Mill said that in the interview.
Yeah.
Like, y'all locking me up, y'all fucking up 10, 15 other households.
Yeah,
Why
that's
you
what-
fucking with me.
That's what I was getting at. Like, that's what I said. Like, I respect them as people, as men,
Mhm.
as like black men for sure. Cause you feel me? They putting on for their people.
Mhm.
Like, cause I feel I'm the same way. Like, none against Plies, but you feel me? Like,
my like criminal history, if you want to go into it. Like it ain't like deep. You look up my shit squeaky clean. Motherfucker, I ain't got shit.
Right.
But I've been around and done my shit. People
Right.
have vouched for me in certain situations. But at the same time, I'm speaking for the people that can't talk. The
Right.
same dude who probably can't sit in this podcast and just really be open about some shit because he got some shit going on. But in my song, I'm gonna talk about this because you feel me. I done been around and I'm talking for my people that ain't got a voice. He can't rap.
Right.
He can't really, you feel me? He can't come on the podcast and just be articulate like I can come up in here and talk. So that's what I be speaking for. Everybody in the jungle that ain't got no voice. And our story, because you feel me? I grew up watching all of this and them and my people, and like you feel me, ain't nobody representing us.
Right.
But it's me. Right. And I was the first jungle baby. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I just pushed that. So I feel like Nas. That's why I said in my last song, Speechless. Make sure y'all go check it out. Johnny Armani, Speechless. I feel like Nas.
Check that shit out. Check that shit out.
Hood nigga that never seen jail.
I only want to push back on the whole point of the real thing that you talk about, Armani. Like, I agree with what you're saying, but I just disagree that people now give two F's about that. Like, back when we was coming up, like, that was like a thing. Like, people don't care about that. It's like, you could present whatever you present. Whatever's trendy is like the thing. It ain't really about
that
real.
Too.
Like, whatever
too.
they perceive as trendy, you could be the realest person in the world. Like, just straight came home. You might get clowned. If you ain't got bread, like, if you ain't got nothing you can present. They don't might care about like how many stripes you got, like, or like you ain't tell. Like, they gonna clown you for that probably. Trolls is gonna troll you.
So you're saying it's more what you could do for them.
It's what you could do for people. Like, that's not.
Gunna had a sold out show. After all the shit just happened and they call him a snitch and all that, he just had a damn.
That's what I'm saying though.
A sold out show.
Yeah.
It's what you could do for
times
people.
It's changing. Like we living in
Opportunistic.
time,
People
man.
opportunistic, man.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I mean, that's that too, for sure. It's both sides to me. I definitely feel like that.
I just, like I told y'all, man, most of the stuff, 99% of what we're going to talk about on here, we kind of agree. So whenever I feel like we're agreeing too much, I'm going to find a way. I'm going to be that father. If you ever seen Talladega Nights, I'm that father at Applebee's. I'm going to make sure it's a problem. I don't know how to make this week go wrong. Like, everything's going perfect. Nah, fuck it. We got to debate some shit. Like, we got to find something where we can disagree a little bit. LeBron or Jordan. Like, let's just, like, anything.
Nah.
Like, you almost Tourette's. You gonna have Tourette's syndrome.
Better, like,
Start spitting stuff out.
Nah, as a whole, we got to debate.
All right, put it out there. Who you got?
Yeah, this
Well,
mother.
between Jordan or Brown?
Yeah, who you got? Who you
Oh,
got?
MJ all day.
Yeah,
MJ all day.
We already had this discussion.
I know. We did on last
You already
podcast.
know we're gonna agree on this shit. That's the problem.
I know. That's undisputable. Some shit is just
You can say
undisputable.
Kobe or LeBron now, and that's a better
Who you
argument,
say?
maybe.
We didn't get CG's opinion on this. Who you say?
I'm always like MJ.
You know, you super old school.
Because I was Kobe because I remember funny that I was Kobe.
Shit, Brown's starting to be old school. Brown in year 21.
I mean, I know, but
he in the year of some people's first season.
I know.
I mean, I'm
one in their first season. He's year 21.
But you know what we talking about.
I
like, you feel me? You know.
I am a basketball.
I bet you for a kill. I want to debate. I'm anything to debate.
I'm a
scissors, nigga.
I'm a basketball stand also, but then but I just haven't really got I I can't figure out who I'm cheering. What players that I'm I'm cheering. Like I was trying to cheer LeBron for a bit, but then I'm always like I'm always the give LeBron the respect, but then I'm always like Jordan because Jordan because because
Jordan the GOAT.
Yeah,
that's it's plain and simple. You can't put it no other way.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's a fact. Let's get into this Bills talk, man. You know?
Yeah, who's going?
They set it off.
Yeah. So y'all think they're gonna get come at it tomorrow?
Yeah,
it's a tough one though.
Because they're going against the Dolphins.
The team playing just was playing Madden on rookie last week,
bruh.
They were just playing Madden on rookie. They put up 70 points.
You know who they played?
70 points in the NFL.
Bro,
That's not supposed to happen.
They played Georgia Bulldogs.
And I explain why.
You feel me?
I'm just saying that.
Like, who was they playing? Who was they playing?
But we ain't never seen it though. Like I ain't never
I
seen
know.
a team score 70.
I've never seen that either. But who was they playing? I think
I
Russell.
think it was that
I think
bad.
Russell's still going through it. Like I ain't gonna say too much about Russ because you know the defense trash.
That's what I'm saying. Russ don't play
Trash.
defense, though.
No.
He was playing 10 touchdowns.
Yo, I think he heard that Future song. I think he heard that Future song. Future been at his neck lately. Like, I don't know. I think he had the feelings or something, bro. You feel me?
Gotta be something going
All
on.
I know is
Shenanigans.
November.
Your analysis is all about shenanigans, man.
Bro, I'm just
Bring
saying.
your evidence. Come on,
Bruh.
Armani, man.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Take
Every
them glasses
since,
off your face,
Bruh,
bro. Let me see
every-
your eyes. You lying.
ever since Future been getting at him on these tracks, my man ain't been in the same.
No.
Ain't been the same.
Since he got with Sierra though, his football career kind of, you know what I'm saying? Took a
Yeah.
little dive though. So
Nah, but you heard the last song. I don't know if y'all heard that, the new song. Turn your click up, Quavo. He be like, Future on the song. He like, I got it out the field, fuck Russell. Like he just came straight out and said it this time, like fuck it. Like fuck, I got it out the field, fuck Russell. Like that's straight. You know who you talking about there. Like ain't no high in that.
Ain't no subliminal.
You
Yeah,
feel
he
me?
soft, man.
And then about like a couple weeks later, my man done got the 70 piece dropped on him and shit. You feel me? Ain't none of that happened on this week, CG. I don't know what you was talking about, but ain't none of that happening this week.
No.
You feel me?
No, we damn sure ain't doing that.
Our defense is like too official. Like we not about to be like no records is about to be set on us. Like
I don't know, but what you say? We missing Micah. We missing
No,
Porter.
our scheme,
Poyer.
We deep, man. We got a nice
We
team,
missing-
man.
We missing Micah and
I don't know
Poyer.
about Micah though.
That's what he said.
Bro,
He
I
updated
just
it.
checked the reports. We was just
We got some
outside.
exclusive shit.
We
See
was
what I'm
just
saying? Like,
outside.
everybody
We'll
come
pull
with
'em up.
exclusive news and shit, man.
I'm telling you, we missing Micah. We
That
missing
might be
Poyer.
tough.
We
Yeah,
missing
that's
some offensive lion, Bates.
It's the defense I'm worried about. When you name both of our safeties, our starting safeties,
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
that changed a lot of shit right
I
now.
mean, so we got Big Three. Big Three gonna come out. You feel me? DeMar back. He about to get his first start of the
I'm
season.
just happy he healthy. I don't know about.
Yeah.
Listen, all respect to everything, but when it comes to on that field, I want Micah and Poyer out there.
Yeah, and
Like,
the
you know what
worst
I'm saying?
part is Neil. Seren Neil was the other backup, and he's out too.
Yeah.
So like, who replacing him? Because now it seems like everybody else.
Yeah, right now, man, I feel like that witch in the whiz right now with you, Armani, right now. Why don't you bring me no bad news?
Well, I'm just saying.
All
we
you
gotta
doing is
keep it-
bringing bad news.
We gotta keep it real.
We trying to win this thing tomorrow, man. I don't want to hear about no
So if
safety.
that's
we
the top-
winning.
So I'm about to say, so even with all that being
We
said, I'm
winning.
still saying Bills Mafia got this one.
We winning.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know
we
what y'all
definitely
talking
gonna win.
about.
Is that the consensus right now that we got this joint?
Yeah, of
I ain't
course.
putting no bread on them boys, but
Bro,
I
look at
believe
the
from
records.
what I heard.
The last 10 matchups, so it take you all the way back to what, 2019? You feel me? So what, it's been like 10 matchups. We 9-1. So you do the math.
Yeah, Josh
Josh
Allen.
6-0
We
against that.
9-1.
He ball out against them.
We
That's the
9-1.
All right, this is what I say about it. Like, first of all, even though they 3-0 and they put up 70, they almost lost week 1 to the Chargers. That was a 34-31.
They defense trash.
You know what I'm saying? And even with that,
Okay.
it was a shootout. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we got a good enough offense to keep with them boys.
Yep.
Then against New England held them boys to 24 points.
Trash.
And I think our defense is about as good as New England. You saying New England defense trash or just their team?
Trash.
They defense too?
Trash.
No, they defense ain't trash. See, now we got something to debate.
Nah, I'm
glad
just saying,
you said
they
that.
do
Now we got to
trash.
debate it. No, New England as a team, I agree with you that we know they ain't gonna make the playoffs, but they got a stout defense. Like they defense, they held the same team that put up 70 the next week. They held them to 24 the week before that. That's what I'm saying. Like they just can't score. Back they got Mac Jones. Like their offense is
Nah,
trash.
you know what
They got
happens
Bill
is
Belichick. They gonna always have
I'm about to
a
say,
sustainable defense.
yeah, because
you know what I mean?
he gonna
That's what we
cheat.
do.
He gonna cheat.
He probably is. Gonna
You feel me?
But even
They
if he
gonna
cheat,
have some insight. They gonna have some insight on whoever up there.
But I'm saying that to say this, that I feel like that's why I feel like we can still beat them in a close game. Because our last 3 games against them have been decided by 3 points or less.
That's the only thing I don't like about our team. We be down there whooping their ass. When you watch the game, we whooped them. You look at the score, it's close.
Yeah.
Or it gets to the end, it's too close. Like, bruh, I'm getting too old for this. Fuck around, have a heart attack too young. You feel me? And I'm having my family suing the Bills. Cause I was watching the Bills game and shit. You feel me?
That 17-year drought would have did.
You heard me?
17-year drought was crazy.
Oh, I was around for that, but I was young. You feel me? I was very young. Like that's when I first started watching football faithfully. You feel me? Like right after the Super Bowl. I remember I was 4 years old sitting there watching the last Super Bowl, and that motherfucker joint went wide. You know, we don't even talk about that.
Right.
You know, but
now we got different expectations. Now it's like before it was,
we gotta get there.
Like, 17-year drought. It was like, yo, just get in the playoffs. Please just get in the playoffs. Now that we got Josh Allen, we got McDermott, we got a team in place, we got Diggs. It's like, no, we need one chip. I just want one chip.
That's
I
it.
already said that. We win one chip. I don't care if we miss the playoffs the next year. Just get one fucking chip.
And you
That's
know,
it. I want to jump through the table.
And you know the thing
I want to
is,
jump through the table.
Head first.
And you know what's the fact is about this that we didn't watch a lot of this Bills that have been making a lot. We didn't lost a lot of favor with Bills for over like 20, almost like 30, 20, over 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
And we're I don't know how much with the age. I mean, we're down in our 30s, and we're watching this. We're watching like we saw them have a Super Bowl since we was like since Jim Kelly at the time, and now like 30 plus years later, and we still haven't really got
we finally got hope though.
Hope, but
that's the thing. If Josh win one, he's the GOAT in Buffalo. Like he if he win one, he surpassed Jim Kelly to me.
That's it.
Even though Jim Kelly went to 4, if Josh not go to a Super Bowl, if he win the Super Bowl, he the GOAT. Like he's everywhere he go, he get in for free. And he ain't never gonna pay for nothing nowhere in Buffalo.
Because I think that this whole thing is that it's like with this music shit is like we start to have hope. Now we need to do the same thing with the sports.
Right.
Yeah, we need to do the same shit with the sports to have hope, because
the Griselda movement brought the hope for Buffalo.
Well,
I ain't no hater. I ain't got no tracks with them niggas. If I could have one, I'd be happy.
But now,
I don't got no hate in my blood.
But now,
the niggas brought hope to the city.
And now with that,
with the hip hop shit.
Now with that, the sports too, and with they kind of
they connected.
Connected. So I'm glad that the Bills is stepping up, because I remember like I lost hope, and now I kind of like show that the growth that they have. And I seen they definitely I see them. They made the playoffs like 3-2 times.
Yeah.
Now it's like I want to see that I want to see them again in the Super Bowl like 1 or 2 times, and they every time when we don't watch what was out of that could have been us.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man, this is about to be the year, man. Like I just thought about this like just now. Like it's crazy. Like you must have brought me some inspiration or something, CG, when you were talking, because the shit just hit me, man. I'm telling you the truth, man. I'm a diehard fan, but it's funny, like the hope, all that shit y'all were just talking about. Like I'm like, last year was supposed to be our year with the Damar Hamlin. Like you feel like it was like a Hollywood story that was presenting itself to just have a happy ending.
Last year, it's gonna be the year before.
No, but this is about to be the year, because
the Chiefs game.
No, I mean you're right about that. I'm trying to say like each year that we thought it was gonna be it wasn't. But this time it will be, because I really feel like this the first year, like you can see it coming together. Like right now, Von Miller not back yet. We getting more sacks than we ever got. Like I don't ever remember this. Like they should have we should be getting charged with some type of crime like the way we doing quarterbacks.
All right, so
real,
you think we doing the same thing without Leonard Floyd this week?
I think so, because right now McDermott, the way he calling plays, you can see the difference between him and Leslie Frazier. Like it's a more aggressive approach. Like he's not sitting back in those soft zones. Like he got a different approach to how he call the game. So
I'm not banking nothing off of what happened tomorrow. I feel like it's gonna be after week 18, after 17 games. Is we in the number 1 seed or not? Because I think that's going to be the difference. Because the Chiefs always find a fucking way to play all their games at home. And somebody got to find a way to stop that shit. Whether it's us, the Bengals, the fucking, I don't care what team it is, Dolphins. Somebody got to make the Chiefs play on the road in the playoffs before they get to the chip. And I'm hoping it's us. And I feel like that's going to be the key. Like after 17 games.
It was supposed to be us last year.
I looked at our schedule. yesterday, so this is some breaking shit I did. I ain't do the scouting report like you did with who injured, but I did look at our schedule, and I counted off like 6 tough games we got left. We got 2 against the Dolphins. We got 1 against the Eagles. We got 1 against the Chiefs. We got 1 against the Bengals and 1 against the Cowboys. Those is like our 6 tough games that's left. More than likely, we're gonna at least split those and go 3-3, or we might fuck around and go 4-2 or 5-1. We might end like 13-4 or 14-3. Some shit like that. Hopefully that's enough for us to get the number 1 seed. That's the key.
We need to win tomorrow then, based off the math you did. Like tomorrow,
as long as we beat them in the last game, as long as we split with them.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
2.
we split with them before.
That's 2 losses
You know what I'm
early
saying?
in the season already.
And we might win off 5. Remember last year we won like 6, 7, 8 in a row.
Right.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? It's just about we got to come out with that number 1 seed. I feel like.
No, I'm
We gotta make
nervous.
it
I'm
with-
nervous. You're making me
the
nervous, man.
minimum-
Like Bernie Mac said in Players Club, man. I'm nervous.
The teams that was in the Super Bowl last year had the minimum amount of games to get to the Super Bowl. They had to win 2 instead of 3.
Right.
The Eagles only had to win 2 games to get to the Super Bowl. Chiefs had to win 2. Everybody else had to win 3. We got to make it where we only got to win 2 fucking games. We only need Josh to not do no dumb shit for 2 games. For 8 quarters. Give him 8 quarters. and get
You
us in
gotta
the-
bribe him. He's like a kid. You gotta bribe. You gotta bribe him. That's why they gave him money like for sliding.
I took my daughter. I took my daughter.
That's
to the park.
crazy.
She brought her bike. I got her ice cream.
That's great.
I did all
Grown ass
type of shit.
man.
She still got mad
This
at me.
dude
At
a
the end
grown
of the day,
ass
she still
man,
was
cat.
mad. I'm
He-
bribing.
Yeah, but
You gotta bribe sometimes.
You talking about your daughter and my niece. I'm talking about Josh. He a grown ass man.
It's the same shit. It's the same.
This guy.
It's the same shit.
Man, I love him though. He our quarterback, man. Like T.O. said, man, that's my quarterback. That's my
Yeah,
quarterback, man.
he's definitely our quarterback. He gotta clean up his shit though.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You feel me? You can't be on the cover of Madden and then you out here leading the league in interceptions.
Yeah.
Like, you come on, bro. Only person I see that could do that, and I say that can do that I respect whoever was like that type of player was Brett Favre. You know why? Because Brett Favre got him some fucking chips.
That's what he reminded me.
You
of.
feel me?
Well, Brett Favre got 1. He got him to 2 Super Bowls though, back to back.
Whatever. He won.
He did
Got
win.
1. That's why I said if Josh get 1,
You the best doodle nigga I've
seen.
seen. That's how I feel right now. Like, you the best trashiest nigga I've seen.
Violating, man. You
Real
violated our
talk,
money.
bro. That's
Come
how I
on,
feel.
man.
As a diehard fan, bro, I be disappointed. I be fucking disappointed, Josh. What are you doing, bro?
Damn it, our money.
Like you a grown ass
I wanna
man.
like you, man.
You a grown ass
I wanna
man, bro.
fucking like you.
You pulling moves like my son. My son ate. He would have seen that safety was coming over there.
Yeah.
These comments right here by Armani are not condoned
No, but
or
that is.
It's
that just
true.
doesn't represent the 716
What
man
he's
podcast.
saying, what he's saying, first, that's how I felt week 1. Like the loss we took week 1.
Come on,
I
bro.
feel just like what he talking about right
Oh
now.
man, you on some
Now,
bullshit,
week 2,
cat.
week 3. No, remember I had the mat and I said I wanted him to sign my mat.
It's at least
And now
like
he
3
don't.
games,
On.
bro.
It don't matter.
So
It
like
don't matter.
basically we could be in those positions if Josh would clean that up. Because it's at least like 2 or 3 games a year that he's doing that type of stuff. Not even 2 or 3. It's like damn near almost every game.
It's
Like
hit or miss.
it's like hit or miss, damn near. You feel me? So like if we clean that up, we gonna win.
Right, but that's what make him like
No.
We
Brett
gonna
Favre,
we gonna have a better record than the
Everything you just
Chiefs.
said- everything you just said is how they describe Brett Favre.
I know.
That's the same. Brett Favre might go 4
To a T.
touchdowns, no picks, or Brett Favre might throw you 3 picks that game, and you like looking at why the fuck he throw that.
Yeah.
That's just he a gunslinger. He don't. The only I'm gonna say this: the difference between Brett Favre and Josh. Brett Favre look like he don't give a fuck after he do it. Josh look like it fuck with him when he fuck up, and I don't like that part. I'd rather him not give a fuck. Like if he fuck up, I feel better if he just don't give a fuck.
Just like Brett Favre
Yeah,
didn't
no,
care
he
about
fuck
taking
up.
that money from them people in Mississippi.
He give a fuck about
That's the thing.
That's a whole nother
He
story,
cool.
but
Now let me
it's the
yeah.
same. But that's the difference.
Man, get that ring.
Him and Brett Favre do.
Get that ring that he probably had that don't give a fuck. Because right now he give a fuck because he ain't got no ring.
Right. I agree
So
with
get that ass a ring.
He deserved all
Get
credit.
us a ring.
That's why I agree with you. As much as I don't never be one to agree too much with everybody, because it's more entertaining when we disagree. But I agree with that. He can't even be on Brett Favre status yet until he get a chip. Not at least get one. Brett
That's
Favre,
it.
Aaron Rodgers got one. Brett Favre got one.
That's
you gotta
it.
get one. You gotta get one, man. You can't be this talented and not get one chip. When he at his best, though, I feel like he good as Mahomes, everybody. Like I feel like at his best, he could do everything that everybody else could do. Like he could run like Lamar, but Lamar can't throw like Josh.
Yeah.
Or he could throw like Mahomes, but Mahomes can't run like Josh. So I feel like at his top, he's better than everybody. But it's the fact that he's not consistent with doing that. and we never know what moment he gonna just fuck up. That's why Diggs be flipping out on the sidelines.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I'll be the
that's
same
why you
way.
See that shit. They try to keep it
I'm
under
the
wraps. Like,
same
no, everything
way.
good. No, it's not all good.
Fuck
No,
that.
It's not.
Yo,
Your
let's
ass
transition real
fucking
quick,
up.
man.
Get to a chip, it ain't all good.
Let's transition real quick to something back to the messy. Like we going back to this Draymond Green punch, man. To Jordan Poole.
How we get back to this?
Because it's breaking news, man. It's breaking news, like
news.
Tupac Killer. Like Tupac Killer is breaking news.
Okay.
Yo, so somebody got a text. No, somebody got a text message, like apparently like that said exactly what Jordan Poole said right before the fist met the face. And so the text message supposedly, allegedly said, "You just an expensive ass backpack for 30." 30 being Steph Curry. So basically, like he's
That's what
30.
Draymond said?
That's what Jordan Poole supposedly said to Draymond. That's what made him punch him.
Oh,
Yeah, I would just.
they said mad different stuff that he might have said that caused that he was gonna get traded to the Kings. I heard mad different stories about that. I don't know why, but he going from there though now. Why? What made this be the topic out of all topics? Came up with though. Like,
Because I just saw
went rogue just now.
My man.
Off the road.
With the king of the topics over here. He brought up the PG shit last time.
To look at, and then he found one that ain't nobody thinking about right now.
I was trying to tell y'all breaking news, man. Like, cause that just had popped up on like this is like new, like yesterday or today.
Okay.
The text message came.
Oh, the text.
Yeah, it was like because everybody wanted to know why he punched him in the face.
Okay, you
So,
redeemed yourself.
Yeah.
All right.
I was trying to tell y'all, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like Draymond probably said worse shit to him. Then he definitely said worse shit. Ain't no probably.
Yeah, because he's a known.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, bully.
We know.
He a bully.
We know.
But hold on, I'm not about to side with Jordan Poole over Draymond. Draymond was there for all them chips. So
Yeah.
we still gotta put some respect on that part, even though I don't know what he might have said.
Nah, but at the same time, so
They
like,
said Jordan Poole only played good when it's bad joints in the front row.
I mean,
When it's
that's
bad joints
true.
in the front row, that's when he's trying to play. Other
Ice
than that,
Spice popped out in New York. That nigga went crazy on us.
That's what.
You feel me? Like I was mad as hell.
His motivation comes from something else. So
Yo.
he's not just motivated just to ball out and get the chips.
I
So
mean,
everybody, you know what I mean?
Whatever push you. You know, Kobe in here or who was it? MJ or one of them two, they making up shit like, oh, he said this, that about me. Just making up shit. Like whatever it takes to drive you, you feel me? You do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Get to the bag. But I respect how he felt because he like
stopped balling though. That's the difference though. He's like last year.
But
that's why they ain't.
Did he not win the one? Did he not win the one game for them? Like the game 5 or some shit like that? He put the team on his back. Won the game for him that one series and shit. You feel me? Yeah, Poole.
That might have been that one game. That was it. He was shitty in the playoffs.
Yeah, he was.
But
the whole season he wasn't really like doing what he was. That was my
at
thing.
the same time, you got people in your ear. You feel me? You got all these dudes. Sad to say, they're getting old. So they getting washed up. You got to be willing to pass the torch to the next dude. So like, all right, y'all drafted him, y'all brought him on y'all team.
He on the floor.
He nasty. So why y'all can't be mad when
He was on the floor missing shots though. That's what I'm saying.
it's like how you just feeling, how you just felt about Josh Allen. This how you just felt about Josh Allen. So like, Josh gonna get out there. He gonna put up, you feel me, numbers, but he gonna do some fucked up shit too that you're gonna be mad about. So you're gonna feel like me, and you're gonna be Draymond. You're gonna be cussing his ass out. You feel me? But you're gonna feel like how you just feel like, no, you can't say that because I just did that. I just put up the numbers. You feel me? I done put in my time, and I'm still a bench player that's putting up yard numbers, especially on Draymond. Sad to say, I don't know. Draymond just a good role player. He not really too special to me. He just a good role player. You need those. What he do, bruh?
I mean, he do a lot. Like first of all, he can lock somebody down. He's one of the top defensive players of the year. Like at least in the conversation.
That nigga be hacking. He be hacking.
He might, but I'm saying Jordan Poole was straight trash last year. So like, it's not too many stats to pull up from Jordan Poole from last year for why. To make a case for him, like if he was going out there balling and he was talking to shit to Draymond, I wouldn't have nothing to say against that. Because
if I had to start
dropping 15, you coming off the bench, you the sixth man, you drop your 15, you don't get 20, 25, 30, but you get a consistent. He was having games where he like 1 for 11,
all right,
0 for whatever, like not doing nothing.
So if I had to choose,
he had to take him out the game and cut his minutes because Steve Kerr remember Steve Kerr is a shooter. He don't play defense. Steve Kerr is a shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Poole out there to do what? Shoot. You on a team where all they do is shoot threes and you missing. So I can't make a case for that.
Oh, water pistol Pete
I
ass.
can't make a case
All right,
for that.
so
Order
what I'm
pistol
saying
Pete.
though is,
And Curry dropped 50.
if I'm starting my franchise, if I got the franchise in my hands,
Jordan Poole ain't do shit.
I'm not picking Draymond Green over him.
Over Jordan Poole?
I'm taking Jordan Poole over Draymond Green.
And you want to be
know
with the
about that.
losers. You want to be on the loser side.
I don't know about that one.
Nah.
Gotta
But that's what
retake-
make the podcast.
you gotta-
But like you said, but no,
like
now
like
if I got the rest of the cast, like the Splash Brothers,
Right.
then I might take if I had to choose over here
But he the
between them
stepbrother to
two.
the Splash Brothers.
That's what I'm saying.
He
You
not
need
really
somebody
the Splash
off that bench. Your man's over here, he just like
He
a
the half-brother to the
facilitator.
Splash Brothers.
He like fucking Magic Johnson or some shit, like a bootleg Magic Johnson or some shit. You feel me? Like that's all he do.
Tragic Johnson.
You feel me? That's pretty much it. You give him the ball, he wide open at the three. Shoot the shit. When I first seen you come in the league, he was shooting threes at least. He was making them shits. What happened? The nigga just got trashed overnight. Oh, now he don't shoot no more because everybody else the truth. My man just like, who? As soon as he get the ball, he look like somebody who don't know how to play.
I ain't supposed
He looking for the next nigga to just pass
Hold
it
on.
to.
You trying to say you got the tube socks all the way rolled up to the knees?
Bro, I'm just saying,
That's-
like,
is that what you
he
trying to say?
looking for the next nigga to pass it to.
It's no excuse.
You got the wide open. Unless it's a wide open drive to the lane, that's all he taking.
Right.
Ain't no excuse for Draymond jump shot.
But what I do give him, he know his
Jordan Poole
role.
is supposed to have a jump shot. That's why
He
my
got
knock
it.
is what he
He
did
got
in
it.
the playoffs.
He got it.
He didn't do
Bro,
it.
how many games Steph
He
Curry
played
come out
trash-
here
he
and
played
shit it
trash
up?
playoff.
How many games Steph Curry come out here and shit it up? Put up.
You can't compare it.
Yes, you can.
No.
He shit it up too. We all shit it up. That's all
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying.
expectations is different for him and versus Poole. Those
Obviously.
two different
But
things.
no, y'all putting Curry expectations on Poole.
No, Poole
That's what
got a
y'all
big
doing.
contract though. He got that big contract. With that come expectations.
No, Curry done been back-to-back MVP, man, of the league. One of the years he was a unanimous decision from
And
everybody.
plenty,
No, but he
and
brought the
plenty of
contract up.
those,
Poole
and
getting
plenty
paid
of
like a
those
big-time
games,
player.
he shit it up. He shit it up. Why you think Andre Iguodala was the MVP and he ain't get the MVP? Why? Because Curry wasn't super stop Curry. He was trying to shitting it up. You feel me? He would have been MVP if he was top Curry putting on 50. No.
Curry is the greatest
Why you
shooter
think?
of all time.
I'm not saying that he's not,
It's
but
hard to knock him and then not knock Jordan Poole.
I'm not saying you can't knock him. But y'all doing the same thing like we did to Josh.
I'm only talking about Jordan Poole, not Josh Allen. They ain't in the
He
same.
in the making.
Josh Allen get compared to LeBron.
All right, so
Patrick Mahomes,
so he like
Joe Burrow.
he
in
not
that
like
conversation.
he not like Curry.
Jordan Poole is not in none of the top.
He not like
He's
Curry.
even an All-Star. He ain't even been to a fucking All-Star game.
All right, so he not like Curry in the making.
Jordan
No,
Poole?
Yeah.
Hell no.
no, he
Yeah.
bought a Pistol P. He
Water.
Skip Bayless.
Right. Nah.
No,
Hell
he
no.
got to prove himself. Now, if he go to Washington and he ball out, I'll retract.
Yeah, he
that
got
statement.
that.
Like, all right, if he average 20 a game and have a good percentage, like
He gonna do that.
40%
He gonna do that.
because he gonna have the green light there too.
Gonna
So
have
like
it go.
he should be a starter. So if he goes shake out, I'll take it all back. But I'm saying
No.
you was on a team where the moment is right there for you. Because they ain't about to double you. They might double Curry. Remember, we can talk about the shit Curry go through. Curry might get a double team though. Because he's a star. Clay might get a double team. Poole, you gonna get one-on-one.
Yeah,
if not
one-on-one.
left open. So if you missing these shots, that's all the fuck on you. They ain't on nobody else but you. Because you mad Ice Spice ain't there because they said he paid her $500. Get into that,
Right.
man. That's his business though. I ain't got the back of that. So
The 500
that ain't
for
that ain't
Ice.
my place to speak on, but I'm just saying his motivation comes from somewhere else, man.
And yo, what's
And
good
I
with
was
the-
mad because I wanted them to beat the Lakers.
And what's good with Dame? What's good with Dame, y'all? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling this Dame move, man? Like
Huh?
Dame Lillard in
We
Milwaukee.
might as well get into this before we wrap. We got a few, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, get into
We
that.
can get into the Dame shit, Dame with the Bucks.
Yeah, shout out
come on,
Dame.
man. What y'all think about? Like, I think people are like really like not even really giving it the proper credence. Like you got the Greek freak, like that's like top 2 player in the world with Dame Lillard. This joint about to be like, to me, they like odds on favorites. Like they don't get the chip, is like a bad season for them.
Yeah. No, it's true. They the top duo in the league. I mean, ain't no stopping them. I don't know who they're gonna have as the backup because that's what's gonna matter the most. The role players, the bench players, and shit like that. But Those two, that's about to be like the number one duo in the league. That's hands down to me.
I told y'all I hate this. We all agree, man. I hate it. We all agree.
It's undebatable.
I'm all about that Dame time shit. Like I fuck with Dame.
That's a
anyway.
fact.
Dame one of my favorite players in the league.
That's true.
So I'm happy he with a team where he could get a chip. I feel like they're gonna definitely come out the East. I don't think Boston could mess with them now. With
Nah, hold on. They're gonna have some problems in New York though.
With the Knicks?
Of course. They're gonna have some problems in New York though. But you know, I like them too. They're gonna be the top duo.
He gonna roll.
He gonna roll. Yo, I'm on my Stephen A shit. I'm on my Stephen A shit. When it comes to the Knicks, I'm on my Stephen A shit. Nah. It's everywhere. It's my whole body. Mind, body, spirit.
Infiltrated.
I don't think you're gonna bet no money in a series.
The Knicks
versus the Bucks.
Yo, holla at me.
We go about to bet on air right now. If the Knicks see the Bucks, now let's put some stipulations to it. Like at least whoever the stars is for the Knicks, the stars is for the Bucks. Like at least the two stars, like Giannis and Lillard is there
against Julius Randle
and what's it, Brunson?
Yeah, Jalen Brunson.
Whoever you got Brunson, I give you Brunson and
RJ Barrett.
I give you all three of them. Long as the two for the Bucks is there, they not even. I don't even think it's gonna go 6. I don't even think it's gonna go 6 games. I think they get swept or losing in 5.
So what you bet?
Whatever.
That they not going to 5 or 6, or that they're not gonna win.
That helps.
What we talking about?
You said they're gonna win a series. I'm making it easier for you that they're not even gonna get.
They winning.
They're not gonna get 2 games.
You know how you feel about the Bills?
So what we betting?
You know how you feel about the Bills?
To 6 or 7.
Like that's it.
Game 7.
Who y'all got? That's what I want to hear. Who the hell y'all got? Y'all just going straight Bucks, huh?
I know.
Bucks winning the chip.
I don't got the Knickerbockers. I don't got the Knickerbockers
in the league.
And I don't got the
Knickerbockers. I said the best duo in the league.
The Knickerbockers.
I ain't say
I'm
that.
against them.
Bro, we going all the way.
Okay, see,
all the way. We taking it all the way there.
That's how the Cowboys
JB Brunson, JB Smooth.
Pat Ewing ain't walking through that door, man. Pat Ewing is not walking through that door, man.
Y'all lucky I put on the other jersey.
John
today.
Starks ain't walking through that
You know,
door,
I had to
bro.
wear some orange shit today. You know, it's Truth and Reconciliation Day out in Canada. You gotta wear some orange. We shout out all the indigenous people or whatever. I should have wore my Knicks jersey today. I put on my Brave shit because we in Buffalo. You feel me? Big 13, but I should have put on my Knicks shit.
Yeah,
I'm not even a Knicks hater though. I just don't. They ain't did nothing though. Like they ain't did nothing for us to even get excited about yet.
They like Bokeem. No, what's that line Bokeem said?
But you excited about the Bills. But you excited about the Bills.
Hashtag Jason Slater.
But you excited about these Bills.
That's the Knicks,
But you
bro.
excited about these Bills. Come on, man.
The Bills compared to the Knicks?
Yeah.
When it comes to power rankings, last year the Bills was the number 1 team to make it to the Super Bowl. The Knicks
Did they make it to the Super Bowl?
The Knicks barely be favored to
Did they make it to the Super Bowl?
No, they did.
Did they make it to the conference?
I ain't talking with your own.
But it's an outside
I'm just
respect that
saying.
they
Trying to
got.
make a point for the Knicks.
I'm
man.
just saying. The respect is mutual. I talk shit about the Bills too.
I know what I'm saying.
They trash as hell when they trash. Boy, they be trash as hell. They be pissing me
The
off.
Bills was 13-3 last year though.
And they was trash as hell.
It wasn't trash.
They should have been 15, 16, and whatever.
Teams out. Most of the time we blow a team out.
How many games
All of
we
our
lost
games
by
we
like
lost last
3?
year. Exactly. So
That we should have won.
trash if the games is close.
We should have won them.
Trash teams get beat like Denver 70-20.
Nah. Trash teams lose.
You off the rails right now.
They lose.
You done
They lose.
You done took the train track off the rails.
They lose. Man, we appreciate y'all. The 716 Man Podcast. We got it morning and late. You know, y'all a little
Try to
too
start
late.
some trouble, but some of this trouble was organic, man. Trust me. It was not manufactured.
It was meant to be. We supposed to do this though. That's what they come to see. They want to see us. We ain't supposed to be kumbaya and all the time. We got shit.
Next week we gotta talk. Next week we gotta talk about the fight tonight. We got Canelo and my boy Charlo fighting tonight. Hopefully we ain't missing that. We gotta get out of here because you know.
I don't even want Charlo to. Only way I want Charlo to win is if he still fight Crawford.
Oh, here we go, man. Charlo winning that joint all day. I don't know what you talking about. Man.
Think you gonna beat Crawford?
He's smacking everything moving right now. You know.
They say that's the fight they want to have.
Pause.
Yeah.
Pause. Man, we out of here.
You already know. 716 men.
Man, shout out my boy CG in the cut.
CG.
Big CG.
Go.
I love this shit.
You would never see me on no sucker shit. My nigga, I'm from below, upstate New York. Get killed by the same ones you running with. Get smoked like Newports. Fuck what you thought. Safe up in the city, they be dumping shit.